The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25. At the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Defense showing blitz. The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Washington, his first carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Bridgewater. Out left side here to Bryant. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Washington. And room there to work it inside the 25. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Washington on 3rd and short. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Kelly running left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. Tag. 2-J.
To throw is Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Fourth. Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Bryant with a catch right side. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. They find some open field here. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee. Yeah,
it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kelly tries the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Kelly on the toss. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now Blair Walsh on for a long field goal. He's hit from as far away as 56 in his young career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at,
and the Chiefs are going to get him.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Bridgewater on first down. Dancing to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Out of the the gun. Bridgewater. It's caught by Bryant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tiger! Tiger! Set! Wide 80! Wide 80!
Here's Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick 6 plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. But he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game. And when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick 6s in 2016 and a very memorable pick 2 against the Falcons. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go.
A handoff for Washington, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go.
Right back to Washington. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Kelly. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Washington, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play fake. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and goal, Washington. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. 2nd and goal to go now. Here's Booker. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Detroit! Detroit!
A give left side, Kelly. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Get ready. Wait, 90.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, they got him again. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Washington gets it going right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. A give running left. It's Washington. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Waters. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Chiefs on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They can't tackle it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him a gain of 38. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he knocks it through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.